Let us understand data transformation in pandas. Let us import a library pandas as pd and numpy as np. Now let us use a data frame with a variable called data. Now when I execute this, I've got 6 rows and 2 columns. Here I would like to use a method called duplicated. Data dot duplicate. Simply enter the tab here, so it will come duplicated. Now when I have executed, it will start like this. Okay, it is a boolean type here, false and true. Now we have row 1 which is index 0 saying 1 1. It started from here, so it is saying it is not duplicated, it is false. Now here 2 1, it is also not duplicated. Now it will check with 1 1 whether it is having or not. If it is not there, then it is false. Again 1 2, it will be false because we don't have any other above rows having 1 2. Again 2 3, it is false because we don't have any other rows with 2 3. Now here it will check 1 2, so we have 1 2 in our earlier rows, so it will say that this is true because this is a duplicated value. And again 2 3, it will again check in the above rows if there is any row with 2 and 3, then it will say there is a true here. So this is about duplicated. Suppose if I would like to drop the duplicates, I can just use drop method, drop duplicates, so I can just directly use this. So whatever that got duplicated will drop from this data frame. All right, now let's say that let's use another column called C here in our data frame. Let's say we have a column C. Let's say let's use something called range because our data set is having 5 rows, sorry, 6 rows and 2 columns. So here I would like to give 6 rows. Now when I execute this data, now I'll get extra column which is with C. Here I would like to uh, check what is actually duplicated from the bottom actually. So in that case I need to use data dot duplicate. So I would like to check that data for the column A and B. Okay, now here there is another parameter called keep last. By using this parameter I can check the duplicated values from the last rows. Okay, now if I would like to enter here, if I execute this, you can see here from the bottom it will check, it will say like 3 5, it is not duplicated. Okay, and then again it checks 2 4, it is not duplicated because it checks with from the bottom, actually it checks from the last. Again there is a 3 3. Okay, 3 3 is 3 3 is actually duplicated. Sorry, it's not 3 3. It will check the it will check the columns A and B. So first one is 2 and 3, so it will be false obviously. And then is 1 2, it will check the bottom one, doesn't have 1 2 again here, so it will be false. Here we have got 2 3 which is true, right? It returns true. Now again 1 2, it checks from the bottom, we have 1 2 here, so it sees true here. Again 2 1, we don't have 2 1 in the bottom, so it will say it is false. And 1 1, it is not there in the bottom, it will say false. So that's how it works. Now let us take a data frame called df here. Okay, Now let us execute this. Let's see what is there here. Now here in this case, I would like to put an extra branch column here. For that, I'll just simply use a few things. Let's say that we have a variable called classes with a dictionary. Okay. Now here I would like to use another variable called n. Okay. For n, I have assigned the column names here, and I'm saying that column names with represent with the capital T. Whatever that is having the starting letter, it should start with capital. So when I execute this n, then you can see that our names in the column names, we have got changed the first letter to capitals. So now let us use an extra column for data frame df. Let's say it is branches, okay, is equal to, now I would like to map this Tim, Tom, Sam, Kate, Tim to the classes. Here are the classes, right? Now because these are all in capital letter, that's why I changed it to capital here and assigning with a variable called n. Now I would like to map all these names with the classes variable. For that, I'll just use map function and just include classes inside this parenthesis. So now when I execute df, I'll get an extra, sorry, when I execute df, I'll get an extra column called branches. So let's look at the series S. Let's look at the series S. I'll execute S here. We have here four numbers, 80, 70, 90 and 60. Here I would like to just replace 70 with nan. So for that I will use a numpy library. s dot I can use a replace method, right? Replace which one I would like to replace here, 70. For that I need to write here 70 and then np dot nan. So this 70 will be replaced with nan. Let's see what's the output. So here we have got the output. It is replaced with nan. Now let's look at another example. We'll use the same replace method, s dot replace. Just simply enter tab. We got this method replace. Now this time I would like to replace the two numbers, so I can give it in terms of list here. Let's say 70 and 60. Okay, 70 and 60 with um, 70 is with, let us say 70 I would like to replace with nan. Okay, and 60 I would like to replace with 0. So let's see what would be our output. You can see it here. So 70 got replaced with nan, 70 got replaced with nan, and 60 got replaced with 0. 60 got replaced with 0. So we can also do this with the help of dictionary. Let's see how we can do it with the help of dictionary. S dot replace. Okay, and now we have here a dictionary. Now we have here a dictionary. So 90 I would like to replace with 90 I would like to replace with 100, and 60 I would like to replace with 0. Let's see what we have as an output here. So here we have got an output that 90 got replaced with 100 and 60 got replaced with 0. Now let's look at another example. Let me just pick up a data frame here. Okay, Just pick up a data frame here. Now when I execute it, I get like this. Suppose I know that with the help of series, I can change the index. Okay, so for that I can just use I can just use a variable called yes. Okay, for a variable called yes, I'm just using 1 2 3 in the list. Now this time I'd like to just use df dot index because I would like to change the index. Okay, and I would like to map that index with yes. Df dot index dot, I'd like to map that with yes. Okay, now let's see what we get here. Now let us execute df. So we must have some new index. So we have got one. You can see that we have got with 1 2 and 3 here. So those are our new indexes. All right, we have another part as well. I'd like to explain that in our next video.